Hello everyone, my name is Cherry, my class is 4H, and I am going to talk about the topic, A Happier School, how to make our school a place that feels good for everyone. I am doing this theme because sometimes school can be hard for students. This reason a bit obvious since gap subjects can be hard for students, so I picked out a little story that would explain more why I picked this topic. So when I was a kid, I was playing with my friend until she asked me how my school was. I replied it was perfect, but why? And I asked her, why did she ask me? She replied, God, you're so lucky. My school is a nightmare. That's what inspired me to do this theme. Attention now, not all schools are like this, which is a good thing, and I'm also not telling you guys that Penn School is a bad school. So I drew this little guy on my laptop and it would be in some of my slides. In a good school, students are not being pressured and they have a bunch of events and games, clubs to keep them entertained whenever they go to school. In a bad school, the students are being pressured. They're always having no games, there's no events, boring clubs, like my friend's school. So here are some of my ideas to make the school a happy place for students. So here my first idea is more events for students to participate in. These sports are really like in every single school, but what about for students who are weak? Maybe they're good at mind games, so why don't we add like some mind games for them, like Chinese chess or chess person. So my second idea is game in class for students to keep them entertained. You would be asking me, game in class? Girl, you're going to school to learn. When I say game in class, I'm saying like practice game, like Bamboozle. Like my teacher, Mr. Levon, Mr. Sam, Mr. T, he uses that to keep me entertained and remember more of my lessons. So in those games, they're like those questions, they are practicing us, like math, science, social studies. They have everything that we learn, and whenever we get something right, we might get a power up or something else. So my third idea is don't be mean, no bullying, no fights. This might be said a lot, but in other schools, like Vietnamese schools, they don't learn much English. There's still fights and somehow cursing. So we can build like a little club or sometimes like assembly like our school, but like about some of these, so maybe the students can be like, oh, so I was wrong the whole time. So my fourth idea is fun clubs for students. This is what my friend was complaining about, how the school's clubs were so boring. Sometimes if they're not lucky, they don't even get clubs. My fifth idea is the school's focus should be on the students. So this is not always the parents' fault. Sometimes it's the students, like the teacher right there, blaming on the parents for one reason. The kid misbehaving in class. Are you serious? And that's the second time. When that happens like the 4th to 5th time, you can tell them, but that does not make sense when it's just 2 to 3 times. So here's a better version of them. There's a kid being naughty, and then that kid over there raised his hand and told the teacher. The teacher told him to focus, and now he's focusing. That's way better than blaming. School should be a better place for students like us. Like this girl, it's like really happy whenever they go to school because like there's events, games, and really, really, really fun clubs. Not like these kids running away from school because like they hate it. There's no clubs, no fun events, and no games in class. I mean, don't you want a good school like these kids? Happy whenever they go to school because all the games, clubs, and events they're gonna have every day. Events maybe just sometimes, but not like them, right? It would be the worst. Like my friend's school. She complains about this every single time when she talks to me. Thank you for listening, and goodbye. Oh.